Welcome, man. This is another episode, man, of the Urban Minds podcast. Uh, this is the entertainment edition, man. This is the entertainment edition of the Urban Minds podcast. Again, man, thank y'all for tuning in. I thank y'all for your donations, man. Again, man, anybody who wants to donate, man, you can donate to this podcast at h.hicks1976 at PayPal. You know what I'm saying? You can donate as much as $1. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you can afford to donate. You know what I'm saying? To keep this podcast going, man. You know what I mean? Um, to help out in the community, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But again, man, I want to thank all y'all, man, who already donated. I want to thank y'all for joining the Urban Minds podcast, man. I hope all y'all putting God first, man. Again, this is the Urban Minds podcast. I'm your host, Harry J. Hicks. Again, this is the entertainment edition, man. We're gonna get into some entertainment news today, man. Um, some things I've been looking at, the latest entertainment news, man. And this right here, man, we're gonna talk. This. We have an article, man, on Coil Ray, man. It's going viral. You know what I mean, on Instagram, man. She stated, man, that saying she was cheated on while pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Carla Ray said she was cheated on while pregnant by Trippie Redd. You know what I'm saying? Those of you who don't know, Trippie Redd's an artist, man, entertainer. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she said she was cheated on. They said there may be trouble in paradise for the soon to be parents, man. It's Carla Ray and Trippie Redd. You know, it said on January 22nd, Lorraine took to her Instagram stories with a message that seemingly hinted a 25-year-old rapper boo who had cheated on her, according to a screenshot obtained by the Shade Room, man. If y'all know anybody familiar with the Shade Room, you can check that out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she's saying, you know what I'm saying? She went on to say, man, nothing worse than being cheated on. I wouldn't wish this pain on my worst enemy. You know, that's and they got this thing now. I had a lot of women say, even I think Mary J. Blige said this recently, said all men cheat, which which is definitely not true, ladies. All men don't cheat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that it's a lot that do, but at the same time, you know what I mean. All men don't cheat. It's a myth. You know what I mean? It's a myth. You know what I'm saying? We got some good brothers out here. You know what I'm saying? But it happens, you know what I'm saying, in relationships, man. In relationships, sometimes, man, that's some of the hardest thing for men. You know what I mean? Being in a committed relationship. You know what I mean? Being in a committed relationship is really hard for men because men, man, we think outwardly, meaning that, you know what I'm saying, it's flesh. You know what I mean? Some men are weak for flesh, you know what I'm saying? So and in today's society, there's so much promiscuous things going on. You can see it on TV, the music, you know what I'm saying? So it's like there's no commitment, like as our grandparents. So, you know what I mean? Like my grandmother, God rest her soul, Miss Rolla Mae Hicks died at 103. Like I can't remember anybody ever saying anything about her or my grandfather, you know what I'm saying, who we call Papa. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Hicks, man, Mr. Edward Hicks. And they was together for, man, I want to say about 60, 70 years. You know what I'm saying? That today in this society, man, it's really, it's pretty much unheard of. You know what I mean? And like I said, men are real weak for the flesh. So, you might see a woman, and of course, you know what I'm saying, you might see, and then all these women now, they're getting these BBLs and things of that nature, and that draws a lot of attention from men. You know what I'm saying? I've seen men with their women, and they, you know what I mean? You know how you try to sneak a peek at the woman that's walking by, man. I'm saying it's hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that it can't be done. You know what I mean? And like I said, all men don't cheat. But at the same time, you know what I mean, the way the society is today, man, you know what I mean? Like we used to call them hoochie shorts, you know what I mean? Like they you know what I mean, or now they go with the spandex pants and things of that nature, you know what I mean, with the little tube tops. We used to call them tube tops. I don't know what y'all call them now, but that's what we used to call them, the tube tops. You know what I mean? And everything is just out. You know what I mean? So it's like, and men, you know what I mean, we get weak. You know what I mean? That's just the God honest truth, man. We get weak. And then these entertainers, you know what I'm saying, women are throwing themselves at them all the time. You know what I mean? Like women throwing themselves at them all the time. They're doing shows. They're going out of the country. They're going out of state. They're traveling around the country, man. doing shows, and you know what I mean, they got women, you know what I mean, they even got women for the backup dancers. They come in, a lot of these, you know what I mean, they go to the strip clubs. So it's a lot of temptation out there to more these days now than ever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's hard for, but you know what I'm saying, nobody should be, I don't think nobody should be cheated on. You know what I mean? And in today's society, like I said, it's you know what I'm saying? And Carla Ray, she's going through it. You know what I'm saying? A young lady, man. You know, Benzino's daughter. You know what I'm saying? Carla included a heartbreak emoji along with her post. She hasn't confirmed if Trippy was the source of her message, but notably photos of the Mr. Rage, you know what I'm saying, was had been wiped clean, you know what I'm saying, from her Instagram grid. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like I don't think she should have came out publicly. Some you know what I'm saying? That's when you allow the media, man, especially social media, to get in your business, man. Oh man, the stories get twisted. They you know, now you inviting that into to your life where you every time you go on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, TikTok, wherever you go, people gonna be, you know what I'm saying, trying to remind you of that. So I don't think she should have broadcast it. But at the same time, you know, that's a situation I think they speak among themselves. But you know what I'm saying? Everybody's posting on social media. I do a lot of posting. You know what I mean? Everybody's posting their feelings, their relationships, and things on social media. And I just feel that it's worse. So if you know what I'm saying, y'all out there, man, that's going through little issues, man, with your significant other. You know what I mean? Try not to post that, man, because like I said, a lot of people are gonna, you know what I'm saying, that's when the gossip, that's when the rumors start. And before you know it, they'll have a female picture up there, say, yeah, I slept with Trippy Red, such and such date, and you know what I mean? Now it's a whole nother issue going on, and it's just on. Now before, you know what I mean? They got a baby coming into this thing here, and the baby's going to be the one that's affected. You know what I'm saying? The parents splitting up. We seen it with Cardi B and Offset. You know what I mean? How ugly that got. We saw Remy Ma and Papoose. You know, once these things start becoming public and you start posting these things, man, it only gets worse. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I just see it as, you know what I'm saying? If people feel that way, man, just leave. You know what I mean? Just leave. Now, once you leave, if you want to talk about it, you know what I mean? That's something. But don't try to. If you're gonna do that, that it's pretty much nothing left to do but leave, you know what I mean? But, you know, we seen Kurt and Rashida on Love and Hip Hop was able to, you know what I'm saying, they able to withstand what's going on, you know what I mean? So, you know, to each their own, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't think it's right for nobody to be cheated on, but I don't think that we should be posting stuff like that either, you know what I'm saying? And she, like she says, the worst pain ever, you know, and at the same time, man, like I said, relationships these days, man, it's hard to stay in committed relationships because of all this promiscuous things going on. You know what I mean? So, and I'm gonna move on, man, to Diddy, man. Diddy files a $50 million defamation lawsuit against accuser Courtney Burgess, lawyer Ariel Mitchell, and News Nation for perpetuating falsehoods that have pausing public perception. That's why I say once things go public, once they hit the social media outlets, man, it's hard to kind of like reel it in. You know what I mean? It's like it just grow and grow. It's like an infection. It just keeps growing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Diddy say he's you know what I'm saying, he filed a $50 million lawsuit. You know what I mean? So he's saying that they definitely killed this character. Like, you know what I mean? And a lot of people say, but how everybody didn't know this was going on? I said the same thing about R. Kelly. How they was able to do these things for so long, you know what I mean, without somebody knowing. And then once it hit, once it got brought out in the public, now everybody know everything. So that's where I got the issues at. You know what I mean? Like, why is it? Why was it they able to get away with these things for so long? And this was criminal activity. Basically, that's why they're saying they're locked up. It's criminal activity. So how you let them get away with this criminal activity for so long? You know what I'm saying? It says more lawsuits continue to be filed against Sean Diddy Combs. The disgraced music mogul has filed one of his own. You know what I mean? So the bad boy founder filed a $50 million defamation lawsuit against Courtney Burgess, a man who claimed to have videos of Combs sexual assaulting inebriated celebrities and minors. So they're saying that they was drunk or they was, you know what I mean, out of it, and he was like a sexual assault. And like I said, he's facing a lot of charges, man. A lot of charges, a lot of lawsuits, and like he's saying that, you know what I mean, they're defaming his character, and he's fighting back now. He's filing a lawsuit, you know what I mean. So, like I said, man, once these things start hitting the public waves, man, it's like it's hard to reel these things in. And my thing with the Diddy and all that, even they try to throw Jay-Z in there too, is that Why y'all let them get away with this for so long? I think they're gonna have to stop that law, man. They're gonna have to. A lot of people say they brought this law about after the Harvey Weinstein for people like Diddy and Jay Z. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, and I think it's gonna be a lot more that come up, man. It's gonna be a lot more people that get thrown into the fire for these things, man. That's I feel like it should be some type. It has to be some type of statute of limitation or something, because how can you go 20, 30 years, man, in your life, and then somebody comes out from 20 years later and say, oh, he did this to me or he did that, and now you have to try to like pretty much publicly embarrass you, man, defame your character. And then like you got the FBI involved, you got the feds involved with the situation. So how can you you know what I mean and we got Wendy Williams saying, Diddy done, you know what I'm saying? She she says he will go to prison for life. Like, this is what I'm saying with the media, man, how the media, social media. And these are our black people. You know what I'm saying? These are African Americans that's pushing these things, man, for these men to be locked up and going to jail. See, according to an official press release, the suit was filed on January 22nd in New York, and Nance Burgess, who was subpoenaed for grand jury testimony in Combs' case, his attorney, Ariel Mitchell, and Nexstar Media, which operates News Nation. You know what I'm saying? So it said, it's serious, man. This is a serious. They got serious allegations against Diddy, man. It says Sean Diddy Combs is taking a stand against the malicious falsehoods that have been fabricated and amplified by individuals seeking to profit at his expense, said Erica Wolf, man, Mr. Combs' attorney at Share Tremont LLP, in a statement shared with Bossa. These defendants have willfully fabricated and disseminated outrageous lies with reckless disregard for the truth. Their falsehoods have poisoned public perception and contaminated the jury pool. This complaint should serve as a warning that such intentional falsehoods, which undermine Mr. Combs' right to a fair trial, will no longer be tolerated. And that's what I'm saying. Like, he's already being assassinated in the public. He's already like, it's no more innocent till proven guilty. Especially with these days of social media, man, it's no more innocent than proven guilty now. It's like you guilty until proven innocent. You know what I mean? That whole that's a facade now. When somebody says, "Oh, it's innocent till proven guilty," now that no longer counts for this today's society. That no longer stands in today's society, man. So at the same time, like I said, I'm what if it's true, then of course people got to get what they deserve. But if it's not, that it's a shame, man, that these people come out, what I mean, and just just defame people like that, man, for just for a little monetary gain or some clout or whatever it is that's going on, or that's they're trying to obtain from this. You know what I mean? Like I said, most people would rather see you down than up, especially in the black community, and that's the trauma, man. That's trauma from slavery, and most black people think if this person get there, I can't get there, which is not true. Everybody can get wherever they're trying to get to, man. As long as you stay on it, you know what I mean, and you stay positive and you keep grinding, you know what I mean. Yeah, of course we got to work. Like I always say, we have to do twice as more as a white individual. Of course, that's the way the game is set up for a black individual. You know what I'm saying? Especially a black man. You know what I'm saying? For a black, because in most households now, the black woman is like the breadwinners. You know what I'm saying? That's because they want to emasculate the black man. You know what I mean? We've been emasculated, whether it's by single parent mothers or by society, or what I mean, as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Their whole objective was to emasculate us. That's why you see back in slavery, they used to cut off our, what I mean, uh, uh, now private parts, what I mean, that's just because, what I'm saying, like that's part of emasculating. So they wanted to emasculate us, man, and this is what's going on with in today's society, and a lot of men. That's why they say a lot of men are taking on female traits because of the emasculating. You know what I mean? The emasculating of African American men. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's crazy. Like I said, did he do it? I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't there, but you have millions of people that wasn't there that said, "Oh, he's guilty." Like Wendy Williams, she's, you know what I mean? Like she's saying he's done. Like, was you there? Like, did you know what I mean? Like I said, man, I go by what I see, and half of that's not real. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so and definitely nothing of what I hear. So and it says, man, the lawsuit seeks monetary damages no less than 50 million, including punitive damages. As Combs and his legal team try to fight back against some of the claims against him, more details about an alleged assault have been revealed. Like they're coming out almost every day. Every day, man, they got a Diddy story. Somebody been assaulted. Like I said, where was these people back 20s? When this happened? 2000. They say 2000, 25 years ago now. Why is everybody just starting to come out? You know what I mean? A lot of people saying because he went against the liquor company. You know what I mean? A lot of people saying that's where it's stemming from, and that's where I can't mean to say again. As an African American, especially an African American man, uh, you have to know the rules of the game, the rules of America, pretty much, man. The playbook, and they've been running this playbook forever. If you feel like you too big for them, they're gonna bring you down. That's just what it is. That's the rules of the game. When you start feeling like you're too big, you have to come down. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and Stephen A said it best, man. You have to figure out how to get yours within those guidelines. You know, because you can get yours, but you got to get them within those guidelines. Because once you start suing like Drake, and another thing, and there's another story. That leads me into this story. Again, we'll come back to Diddy some other time, but with Chris Brown suing I think he's suing for like 500 million. One of these big companies. Now, as we see he sued. Now, watch when things come out with this. He's saying the same thing. The famous character about he was a woman beater. He was with domestic violence. That's what he did. That's what he was known for. You know what I'm saying? Of course, after the Rihanna incident, you know what I mean, things started happening. Another female, you know what I'm saying, ran out of the crib and everything, and we went through all that. But now he's saying that they defamed his character. You know what I mean? Which they did that to a degree, to some degree. You know what I mean? So at the same time, like you say, we have to be more mindful, man, of especially of social media and as in, you know what I mean? I'm just, and I'm like I said, I'm not making this a black or white thing, but to my African American brothers, you have to get yours within those guidelines because once you start trying to go outside of once you start going outside of the playbook, they yeah, they trust me. They playbook is way bigger than ours. You know what I'm saying? Their playbook is way bigger than ours. And once you start going outside that playbook, man, yeah, you can cause a lot of trouble for yourself, your family, and everything. You can lose everything. You know what I mean? You can lose some. Like I said, some people even lost their life, man. You go back to Malcolm X and Dr. King. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't. They definitely they definitely not gonna play fair. They're gonna do what they got to do, man, to get you out of there. You know what I'm saying? However they do it, that's how they do it, man. But anyway, man, yeah, that's some of the celebrity news today, man. I know Diddy, man, I don't know how he's gonna get out of that, man. Um you just have to figure it out, man. You just have to figure it out. And I just want to say a big shout out to Cynthia Erivo, Coleman Domingo, and Zoe Saldana. You know, they got Oscar nominations. They got some Oscar nominations. A lot of people asking, did Denzel get snubbed? You know what I mean? And we've seen some documents or some things on why Hollywood hate Denzel, because they're saying Denzel don't play the game. You know what I mean? And again, Denzel's getting his, and whatever he's allowed to get, he's gonna get, and that's that. You know what I mean? He's not. His circle is real small. He's not making himself available to a lot of, and I'm gonna go ahead and say assholes, because you got a lot of assholes in the industry. You know what I mean? That's trying to get that be trying to get to you. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. So yeah, Denzel, you know, they feel like he got snubbed for the Oscar. I know his movie, Gladiator 2. You know what I mean? Everybody say it was a pretty good movie. You know what I'm saying? And I've rarely met a scene of a bad Denzel movie, so I'm pretty sure I still got to check it out. I ain't got to check that out yet. I was supposed to go check it out, but I got tied up or whatever. But yeah, and we're talking about Glorilla now. With hold on, give me 1 second. Yeah, sorry for the pause. Yeah, but Glorilla, you know what I mean? She stuns her cats. She stuns in her shared cat soup. I don't know if y'all seen the picture of Glorilla. I think she got the BBL. That's why we go back to why it's hard for men to be. How could I put it? For men to be uh, you know when one with one woman in a committed relationship because listen, look, I mean, if you go to Boss Up, man, and see what she has on, I don't want to show it because this, you know what I mean, it's supposed to be a kid friendly podcast. I don't want to, but I don't want to show that. But yeah, she had a little BBL going on now or whatever. And like I said, man, it's your body. You flaunt it how you want to flaunt it. That's what I'm saying to the ladies now, especially in the entertainment industry. But I don't feel that, you know what I mean, that it leaves a little bad taste in people's mouths, you know what I mean, because what it portrays to the children. A lot of children listen to these. When I say children, I mean underage children, man. Listen to this music, and they, you know what I mean. They want to, and you got a lot of perverts in this world. You know what I mean. That a lot of people that has ill intentions. You know what I mean. I mean, you wearing things like this, man, and you got on this type of clothing or whatever. Uh, um, you got on this type of clothing. This gives off a bad signal. You know what I mean. It's a bad representation. But that's to each their own, as I say, you know what I mean. So but yeah, but she's doing her thing, you know what I mean. Shout out to Glorilla, you know what I mean. But yeah, it's a lot going on out here, man. Like I said, I'm just trying to bring it to y'all, man. Keep everybody in the know, you know what I'm saying, and to see where things go, man. And like I said, you can always support this podcast at H.Hicks 1976. That's at PayPal. You know what I mean? Castos as well. You can go on there and make $1 donation, $5 donation, as well as $10 donation. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep the podcast going, man. You know what I mean? Help out within the community and things of that nature. You know what I mean? Just supporting the urban communities, man. Just trying to support the urban communities. You know what I mean? And then you got to, like I said, I will go back to the Carla Ray. You know, fans offer support to Carla Ray and see what I'm saying. They slam Trippie Redd. Like I'm saying, the man could not even be cheating. But see, as you see now, social media, they're slamming Trippie Redd without knowing what's going on in these people's households. But that's what it is, man. This is today's society. This is today's America. This is today's world. And we just have to try to be mindful of that, man. And again, that's some of the entertainment news, man, for y'all, man. I thank everybody for their support, man. I appreciate everybody for being there, man. And like I said, continue to watch the channel, please, man. Continue to, you know what I mean, support the channel. Thank y'all for y'all donations, the ones that's donated. You know what I mean? And for people that's thinking about donating, man, it's about the communities. You know what I'm saying? It's about supporting the communities in any way that we can. Again, you can donate as much as $1 to H.Hicks 1976 at PayPal, or you can even go Castos. Now you can find me on Amazon Audible. Yeah, you can find me on iHeartRadio. Just track me in the Urban Minds podcast. You'll find me there. Again, man, I love y'all, man. I thank y'all for y'all support. And I just want to say, remember, man, love and peace always. Peace.